Buongiorno, buon popolo. This week, non-essential shops have opened and Premier League football matches have started behind closed doors. I was interested to hear that people watching on different platforms can choose whether to have sound effects. Companies that make football games for Xbox and PlayStation have devised crowd noises for different scenarios. When a ball is kicked wide, there's a kind of "ooh" from the crowd. Or if in the dying moments a player is wasting time, there are whistles and jeers from the crowd just like you get on a match day. And when the home team scores, the whole stadium goes crazy. This week we have walked through our church building with the risk assessment template and prepared ourselves for people to come in and pray individually. So far, one couple has asked to do this, and they will come on Sunday to spend some time enjoying the space and reconnecting with the sense of sacred which our church building creates. I have been wondering if I should provide sound effects, perhaps some quiet music on the CD player, perhaps of voices chanting in the background, or is prayer best enhanced by the sound of silence? Instead, in truth, we might prefer a massive chatter of voices, people calling out to their friends. Taught by Jesus in the Gospel, we know that when we pray, we should go into our own rooms and pray privately. So the truth is that we do not need to be in church in order to pray. But it is also true that place and space are important ways of articulating the divine spirit. Of course, we can experience God in a sunset, beside the sea, or in the quiet chambers of the heart. But a building made with hands and sanctified by the prayers of previous generations is not only a symbol to us of a reality we cannot see, it allows us to put ourselves before God unfettered by the busyness of home, the call of a mobile or a knock at the door. Simply to sit in church and gaze at the cross, or look at the light burning over the Ombry in the chapel of the Holy Cross, and remind ourselves of the body and blood of Christ which is kept there, and which reminds us of the presence of God in Jesus Christ, made real in our midst by the communion we share as a Christian community. One of the reasons for our gallery and baptistry project is to enable us to use our church building more for church activities and to have it open more routinely during the day so that people can pray here, and when, of course, the government guidelines allow us to do so. The building work should start in July and will take about 9 weeks, and I envisage that if requests to visit the church increase, and if we're able to start holding modest services, these would work around the builder's working day, and so most likely they will be in the evenings or at weekends. In the meantime, if you would like to come and pray in our church, or simply sit in this space and breathe in the spiritual heritage of all who have shared it before you and who continue to share it as members of the church, then please get in touch either with myself or with Brian or Elizabeth, our church wardens. Whenever our local school brings children on a curriculum visit, one thing I do is to gather the whole class in the rotunda and allow them to become very quiet, and then open the doors and usher them into the nave. There's always a gasp of wonder, because we forget how rare it is to be in such a large space full of light and with the eyes drawn to the powerful symbol of the cross on the east wall behind the altar. This is the object of our faith and the instrument of our restoration, the means of grace and of our hope for the future. It's our offering to the world, and it is our church's gift to the local community, which we share as St. Francis Church, and we do it with love, humility, and joy.